right, now to the very latest on the investigation into the deadly shooting at the Dallas ICE field office yesterday, in which one ICE detainee was killed, 2 others were injured when a shooter opened fire on a van, firing from the roof of an adjacent building. The police identifying that shooter as 29-year-old Joshua Jahn. His only known criminal history, a drug possession arrest back in 2015. Family and friends have told several outlets like NBC that Jahn was an isolated and apolitical person, but the FBI says that attack was targeted and likely politically motivated, with FBI Director Kash Patel sharing this, a picture of unspent bullets, and you can see one of them clearly reads anti-ICE. Then just moments ago, posting new details to social media, saying Jahn downloaded a list of DHS facilities. He was heavily interested in the Charlie Kirk shooting. He had downloaded an app to track ICE agents and wrote one note saying, hopefully this will give ICE agents real terror. President Trump responding to that just moments ago.
Who do you hold responsible for the uptick in left-wing violence in the country?
Radical left rhetoric. The radical left is causing the problem. They're out of control. They're saying things, and they're really dumb people. I mean, I look at Crockett, I look at some of these people. They're very low IQ people, actually. But the radical left is causing this problem, not the right, the radical left. And it's going to get worse, and ultimately it's going to go back on them. I mean, bad things happen when they play these games. And I'll give you a little clue. The right is a lot tougher than the left, but the right's not doing this. They're not doing it, and they better not get them energized, because it won't be good for the left. And I don't want to see that happen either. I'm the president of all the people.
All right, some dire words there from President Trump. NewsNation's Allie Bradley is live for us there in Dallas. Allie, what more are we learning?
Yeah, hey, Nichole. So the FBI coming out and saying about all of that evidence that you just talked about there, that proves that this was a high level of degree of a pre-attack planning that this individual had. Now, DHS is saying that all of the facilities across the United States are going to see a heightened level of security following that shooting yesterday here at the Dallas ICE field office. So what we know about the incident here is that the shooter is 29-year-old Joshua Jahn. He is that suspected shooter who authorities say opened fire with a bolt-action rifle from a rooftop about 450 feet away. Now, bullets actually hit the ICE office and an ICE transport van. Those bullets hit migrants being processed before being relocated. While the motive has not yet been confirmed, investigators did recover a bullet marked anti-ICE. No ICE officers were hurt. The victims were all migrants. And this marks the 3rd violent incident at a Texas ICE facility since July. And we actually heard from individuals on the Hill talking with Blake Berman from both sides of the aisle about this incident. Take a listen to what lawmakers had to say.
It's a punch in the gut, because time and time again, we're seeing more and more of this violence, and ICE agents are just doing their job. They're not making policy, they're implementing policy. Whether you agree with it or not, you know, they're not the ones that should be to blame.
One thing I want us to do is just take a breath, because we should take a measured approach. When we're talking about what happened, we don't know what happened. And so to try to place blame is premature.
Now, we also know, Nichole, that they were at a residence, the FBI, yesterday in Oklahoma, that this shooter actually had ties to as well. So they're going through that information. As you mentioned, they're finding all of this evidence that is proving that A, he did it, and B, it was premeditated, right? And so that's what we're learning here. But you also mentioned that drug charge. We know that he does have that criminal history where he had drug possession and also was dealing marijuana as well.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.